I am indeed the stupidest man on earth and the worst deal maker in history. Donald Trump would be ashamed. Why did I agree to that? To an entire season of anime? An entire season? Not just one episode, a season. And instead of asking for like 1,000 books or 10,000, I agreed to this torture for a measly 100 books. That was by far the worst negotiation I've ever witnessed. I watch it and think, who is this moron?
What's up, guys? So today we have a great opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to convert Matt Walsh into an anime lover. So it turns out that he made a pretty bad deal in one of his engagements.
Before it started, I googled you on Wikipedia. I scrolled down to the controversy section, and it said, you said anime was satanic. So I was wondering... I was wondering if I bought your book, would you watch a season of any anime with me? I'll get you a jacket.
With you?
Huh?
Well, I have to watch the anime with you, you're saying?
Yeah, or just like live.
How's that going to work?
Zoom.
Okay, I hate Zoom meetings and I hate anime. Now you want me to combine the two?
Okay.
And what am I getting out of this?
I buy your book.
One book? You got to buy a lot more books. You got to buy about 100 books to make that worth it.
So if we started a GoFundMe to buy 100 books, you would live stream you watching a season of anime?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Don't. All right.
So because of this, we have a rare opportunity to bring him into the fold of anime. So what I want to do is take a look at the top best short animes and see if we can come up with a list of potential animes for Matt Walsh to watch. So obviously we got to start with Google. Top short animes. So let's see what we get. All right, so what we can do is we'll go through this list and we'll see if we can find any good suggestions for Matt to watch. So let's see. Prison School. I've seen some clips of this anime. It's like super perverted, so obviously that's a no. No right there. I do not know what this anime is. I don't know what this anime is either. Death Parade, I think I've heard a little bit about it, but I don't know it enough to suggest it. Elfen Lied. I've seen this anime. I've seen it over 10 years ago. It's been a while. I do remember liking the anime. It is a little bit on the gruesome side, but for people that watch anime, I think it was very different than what you would be used to. So I would recommend this anime, but I would put it at the bottom of the list. Plastic. Nope. I don't know what that one is. I haven't heard of this one either. On the Boobs Alone is a no. By the way, for those of you that are not familiar with Matt Walsh, he is a conservative commentator. He does a lot of politics stuff. I also know that he is a Catholic, so obviously we need to keep this in mind when looking for an anime for him to watch. I don't know what this anime is. This already looks like a harem type anime, so he probably wouldn't be into that. Grand Blue, not sure what that is. Another, I think that I've heard of this anime. Let me see. You know, there's one of my favorite horror animes out there because it is the best type of horror with no real jump scares. Well, let's see if we can do a quick search on it, I guess. I think they did say that it was gruesome or something like that. It's eerie. The story is pretty good. There's a question. Okay. So let's see. Nothing jumps out at me on these images. So let's keep going. Bacano. That sounds oddly familiar. I think I've watched this before. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is also an anime that's very different than what you would be used to. I don't remember a ton of it. I remember I did like it, and it was also kind of confusing. I think that they are these different passengers. They're all on a train, and you get to see some of their background stories. I think one of the kids can actually like regenerate himself, and he goes through some really gruesome stuff because of it. So I don't think he would be into that. the devil as a part-timer. I did watch this anime. It was okay. I don't think it really stood out to me as anything special. Probably pissing off some people. Some of these animes that I haven't even seen. Deadman Wonderland. I did watch this anime. It's kind of cool. It's a little bit different. It takes place in a prison where, like, the prisoners, I think they're made to fight. And a lot of the powers are geared by blood. So a lot of the techniques and stuff that they do is through blood. So if you were already into anime and you wanted something different, I think that would be a good one. But somebody coming in to the anime world that has no idea, what anime is about, I don't think it'd be a good one. I think this might be like the swimming anime. Let me see this one. I'm starting to realize that short comedies might just be a gold of mine. Sakamoto is a protagonist, is just perfect in every way, shape, and form. Alright, it's too much to read. So a comedy. I mean, he does make a lot of videos with comedy, but I just don't know if that would be his cup of tea. Especially like some of the Japanese culture, you'd have to know it well to really like some of that humor. Erased. Now, Erased, I think, is a good anime. I think I'm gonna put that at the top of our list. Erased, I was watching it and my wife would come in from time to time and sit down, and she's not an anime fan like that, and she actually liked the story. And I think recently she mentioned, oh, we should rewatch this. So this would be a good anime to watch. It's a little bit of has a little bit of horror in it. It has some fantasy, but it's based on reality. Like, this guy essentially is in a coma of sorts, I believe, and he's able to go back in time in a way. It's not quite explained how, but he's able to relive his life as a kid, and there's a lot of mystery behind it, and overall he's trying to save these kids' lives that are ending up dying. Like, somebody's killing them, and he's trying to figure out who the killer is as a child, right? So that one's a good one. I'm going to put that at the top of the list. Devilman Crybaby. This is a good anime. It does have like this good versus evil thing, but it kind of like flips it. Like, makes like the angelic beings evil, and then the like devil looking guy good. I enjoyed this anime. There is like there's some nudity in there and stuff like that serves kind of like the story. The one thing that I do like about Devilman Crybaby is that it kind of showcases how evil mankind can be in their persecution of people that are different. So definitely a good one. I'm going to put it at the bottom, maybe second to last. I don't know if you would like that anime though. Let's see. This might be another terror anime. Beastars. I don't know why Beastars is second here. I watched, I think, the first season. It's like, it's cool in a way because it's something different, but the story didn't really like do it for me. The Promised Neverland. So I have heard great things about this anime. I have not gone around to watch this anime, so I couldn't recommend it, but I hear that it's really good. So that's kind of like the list here. Maybe we should suggest One Piece. It's a short anime, right? So a couple of other animes that I don't see on here that I would suggest would be One Punch Man. I think it's like 13 or 12 episodes. One Punch Man. Yeah, 12 episodes. So One Punch Man is really good on the graphic side, and it is funny. So although some of the humor is like making fun of superheroes, but in a way, like if Matt Walsh has seen, different superhero movies or comics, you'd get the references. So I think this is a good one when it comes to the quality of the animation. I think Goblin Slayer. Let's see. Goblin Slayer is also a good one. I think it's a short anime as well. It does have some I don't want to say sketchy scenes, but scenes where it's depicting the goblins as like truly evil, and they're like doing things to women against their will and stuff like that. The only reason why I'm okay with this one is because it's done with a purpose, and the purpose is to show how nasty this goblin race is and why they need to be eradicated and why the character himself has a vendetta against them. So I would recommend this one as well. So I would say like top 3 animes based on what we've gone over today. First one would have to be Erased. I think Erased is a good one. It's a good entry for people that are not too familiar with animes. I think that would be a good one for him to watch. I would have to say Goblin Slayer would be a hard second. I think it's still based, even though it's kind of fantasy based, it's still based. It's not like super into fantasy per se, right? A lot of the attacks are still they're not like Dragon Ball Z, right? So they're still like this guy's just like a human that knows goblins really well, and he fights them, so it's kind of grounded a bit. That one was good. Kind of on the other side of things, One Punch Man I think would be a good one. It's like kind of like lighthearted, and I think that the animation quality may play a factor into that. But I guess the top 3 would have to be Erased, Goblin Slayer, One Punch Man, and then at the bottom there we can put in Dead Man's Wonderland as well as Alpha League. So that's my list just based on what we went through here. You guys let me know in the comments. Are there any other animes that are short that I missed that you think that somebody that is not into anime would enjoy? All right, guys. So this one was a fun one. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I just want to remind you that we must persevere.